Hey everybody, let's play some Crusader Kings 3. Back with Mr. Werner of Aargau, trying to expand House Habsburg's influence throughout the Holy Roman Empire. And I've been forgetting a bit about the faction that we are part of. The Independence faction, and it lost exactly half its members. Like, was started with 14, I think, when we freshly started the game. Now we're down to 7, and I really don't see us pressing demands ever. It's, yeah, we would have the military power. Probably the emperor would still just give in. But for us, it's like, I don't want to be independent. I could leave and see where the faction goes. That would be a possibility. And later down the road, maybe just start my own faction. But for now, I don't want to be independent because I do still want to grow my territory inside the Holy Roman Empire. And once I am no longer a part of it, my only options are to grow it on the cost of all these fellow vassals that are then independent. And whatever territory I want to gain from inside the empire, I would have to declare war on the empire, which is not really very enticing, because he's still pretty strong, 5,000 men, and he does have strong ally. Okay, maybe not that strong. Barcelona, as it's not the strongest. Prince of Hungary. Must be the heir to the... Huh? What am I missing? It's a kingdom, right? Yeah. So here's the king. And where's your heir? Excuse me? What's your relationship to Prince Solomon? Okay, so he currently is not really relevant. He is related how? He's just in here. Why are you a prince? Because you have a claim to the Kingdom of Hungary. Okay. And how did you come by that claim? Andreas of Hungary. Mother of... Yeah, okay. Are you related to the ruler at all? King of Ruritania. I don't get it. Did he manufacture the claim? Because from the mother's side, I can't see that he's related to King Laszlo. But they're of House Arpad. How does House Arpad work? Can I see that? 41 members. Can I see a dynasty tree? Yeah, there we go. Can we close you? Thank you. Okay. How can I scroll in this? Oh, middle mouse button. Yeah, that's intuitive. Thanks. Okay. So, Duke Vaslov of Nutria, whatever, fathered the former King Bela of Hungary and King Andreas of Hungary. Were both dead. Okay. So that's his uncle. So that's his nephew then, if my thinking is correct here. Okay, interesting. And that's the one the emperor is allied with. And the nephew is not that powerful. So the king of Hungary, I mean, they're 4,000, almost as powerful as the empire. And if you look at their allies, I think they picked them a little bit better. Yeah, they picked... Oh, they're attacking Poland. Anyway, now a second thing I wanted to do. I did say I wanted to offer the Polish king help, but I actually can't. Which is, yeah, I should have just clicked this menu and then the hemming and hawing would have been done with. But before I came to that conclusion, like I looked around and the military strength and blah blah blah, and until I finally figured we could do that, and then I clicked this dialogue and oh, he's not my ally, so I can't really offer to join the war. Which I don't know. I think there should be an option, but yeah, there isn't. Should be an option to join in a war, like offer an alliance, because that could be a way for smaller but maybe militarily relevant players like me, for example. I have 1,000 men, nothing to sneeze at. It could maybe tip the scales of his war, and I feel that it wouldn't be bad to have an option to offer to him an alliance on the terms of that it persists after the war is done, right? Because the 1,000 men actually would benefit him greatly. He could... him, actually. Yeah, we could actually win the war. The problem is that he just has 2 wars. He's also defending against some other guy. But that doesn't look too great either. So yeah, it would actually be very relevant for me to join his war there. And I feel that could be like an option to, you know, to get a powerful ally if you take on the risk of assisting them in a difficult war. But maybe that's asking a little bit too much from the programmers. Speaking of that, you can see the... and I'm going to unpause for a minute. Okay, that lasted long. Sway compliments. To make Duke Gilom more susceptible to my... Gilom, rather. Gilom? Gilom? Ah, whatever. Gilom. To my attempts approaching him, I can include a compliment in my next missive to his court. I'll be sure to mention his... Yeah, what will we mention? Loyalty and sense of honor. Unshakable faith in God. Forgiving nature, or I'll just keep it short and professional. And there's no effect. Okay. What is he? He's an insightful thinker. Journaler, theologian. Whatever. He's greedy, sadistic, and gluttonous. So he certainly doesn't have a forgiving nature, because he's sadistic. Neither greedy nor gluttonous speak to a sense of honor. And he is a theologian. So I'm assuming we'll just praise his unshakable faith in God. Let's take the risk. Oops, don't pause it. A knight has arrived. Very nice. Let's see. Nope, that was the wrong F button. There we go. 18 prowess. Yeah, you can join my court. 35 is reasonable. There you go. No second thought. Sadly, the knights I get, they don't have any talent at anything but fighting. He's an okay fighter, or excellent fighter rather, but he doesn't have any other talent. Greetings, Count Werner of Aargau. Our recent correspondence has been a source of joy for me. While eating cupcakes, huh? I cannot help but think that we might both benefit from increased communication. Well, excellent. Thank you. Okay, so we recruited Christopher to the court, and I'm assuming this here is the arrival of Christopher. Yes, it is. Okie dokie. Well, I do want to wait for my control in Neuchâtel to reach maximum levels before I start... Whoop, hang on. Before I start pressuring claims. And I think I'll try and... Well, actually... Swabia is rather weak. How's Upper Lorraine doing? They're not that strong anymore. They are allied with Duke Otto of Meissen, which isn't... It's not that strong. Lovely city though, by the way, Meissen. There's probably even to you English listeners, the porcelain manufactured in that city, I think is also renowned past the borders of Germany. I'm pretty sure. But somebody might let me know in the comments. Anyway, yeah, he's not that strong, and our ally can certainly... Yeah, so our ally could take theirs. And we could take... Nah, barely could take Duke Gerard. Because we do have a claim. on the entire duchy. I mean, that's so powerful. We should really find a way to... Objective. Yeah. We should really find a way. Whole Duchy of Upper Lorraine. That is really powerful. Our family is rather small, so it is really a risk. That's something I feel you need to consider when making these decisions. Because, I mean, I don't know how you guys play the game, but for me, I want to keep titles as much as possible. I want to keep them in the family. And I don't really have a family. I can't make Ida von Habsburg. I can make Otto. He has a couple claims on all those. But this unpressed claims, I don't think he will inherit. Can I see that? The more disinherit announce. I don't want to disinherit you, certainly. You're my only heir, so that wouldn't be the smartest. Oh, I forgot about my spy master. Whoopsie-doo. Okay. I don't believe we'll ever find anything either. Where are you currently? Well, let's just switch tasks. Let's see. Could there anybody plotting against us? Let's check that first. And for that, I will check my realm. We got 2 vassals. Mayor Hemmer of whatever. She's powerful, even though she hasn't got any... And what about the rest of my court? I do have Gottschalk, he's a guest. Might leave. Should give him a reason. The rest of the court, nobody really dislikes me. So it's just this one vassal. And yeah, she doesn't have any... I mean, she has decent stats and all, but she doesn't have any family, any relationships, anything pretty much. She is just mayor of Pontarlier, if I say that correctly. So, has low opinion granted a position at your council. Yeah, we could introduce her to the council maybe, but then we're gonna piss off somebody else. And the only position really she could take is our spy master, which I probably stay with the one we got. She's also younger, so maybe she might learn a little. No. Okay, so we don't really have to fear any murder schemes. That was my initial reason for looking there. So we might use you to find secrets. The question is where? Does he have powerful vassals? Siegfried of Worms. Count Sieghard of Kaiserslautern. Okay, 800 men. That's not bad. Count Siegfried of Worms, also 800 men. Okay. How about we send our spy master here? I'm not that familiar with the inner workings of the game yet, but that's gonna come probably. But my idea is we're gonna find some secrets maybe on him or somebody on his court. He doesn't have the best intrigue. He's a learned man, so he's quick. He's a scholar. So we might pressure him into... I can declare war on him. Yeah. No. Into joining us. Maybe, if that works. Not really though, huh? I don't really have the option. Maybe we can expose his secrets. Something to cause a bit of chaos in Upper Lorraine. That would help me. But then we should actually go to North Sea, no? Yeah, let's do that. I'm sorry, young lady. Is that North Sea or is that North Sea? Find secrets in the guards of Upper Lorraine's court. Yup. There we go. Find secrets. Go, 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 my children. Find me some secrets. Yeah. The next point I was addressing is that I do have to find a spouse for my heir. And, geez, keeps getting interrupted. Do have another knight there. You are... Oh, you actually have some skill in something else than fighting. That's nice. But first of all, we're gonna pay 30, sure. Recruit to the court. And eventually he might brain lag. He might join our council if he, or get landed if he proves himself useful in the wars to come. Huh. Dynasty of Block. What do you know? I did have a work colleague by the name of Block, so that's interesting. Anyway. Okay, Upper Burgundy. Guys, this one's gonna be a bit of a shorter episode, just so you're warned, because I did order some food, and I thought I'll just start recording right away, but things got in the way, so I'm a bit pressed for time. So, but I hope I can make it to 20 minutes, otherwise I'll just scrap this and do it over. Norman no more. The reckless King William of England and his vassals and his whole family has heeded the call of Albion and embraced English culture. Yeah, that was just a matter of time, actually. Yeah. Converting the whole thing to Normandy is like, maybe it's an interesting task if you want a challenge, but yeah. The AI doesn't like a challenge. So, where was I? Oh yeah, my heir. So I did look around a little bit, and there's two directions I could have taken with my heir. Direction number one is we want actually all age different of 5. Want a fertile girl with an inheritable trait, right? And now there might be a legitimate question like, how would you this filter here, this kind of takes out the roleplay element of the game. How would you actually see that? But the traits are made in a way like homely. You can see that. Hale, you can actually see that if somebody's fit and sound of body, like they call it here. That is actually visible to the eye, so you could make that a priority in... I mean, people didn't have a sense of genetics, how we do it, have that today, but they did know that certain families have certain traits, and that if you marry two beautiful people, then they likely get beautiful children. So I think it makes sense that you would look out to this. And I think this early... Oh, in the game, sorry guys, my voice kind of cracked there. This early in the game, I feel it does make sense that we want to focus on getting good, strong heirs and good, strong family members, rather than more alliances and casting our sight on, what shall I call it, casting our sight on foreign kingdoms somewhere, because this is our only son anyway. So I think I'm gonna go with the French Madeleine de Hainaut. She doesn't really, she doesn't really have any. Oh, she's ill. Well, scrap that thought. Don't want to marry someone who's ill. Ew, I might get it too. That's a joke, by the way. Okay, the other ones are a little bit problematic in that they're a bit older than we are, but... Saxon, temperate, paranoid, ambitious. That might be one. She is Barony of Verden. That's not really relevant, and don't really want an alliance with these guys. Yeah, I don't really want that, because they're gonna call me in their whatever wars. She's too old. So the only other option is Argonte de Soria. Temperate, arrogant, Sadistic. Yeah, let's wait for Adelaine if she actually can survive that illness. And let's actually, while we're waiting... Oh, expensive. You know what? It's been a stressful time. We did grow our empire quite a bit. I feel it's really a good time to have a feast, right? It's going to relieve our stress a bit. Our vassals get to know each other. We might form some bonds here and there. So I feel it's a good time to throw a feast. Before we go to war once again, Karl Werner, I think, wants... He is ambitious, right? Yeah, he is ambitious. So I think he's not satisfied with what he achieved so far, even though it's quite grand, actually, starting from that one territory to grow into the region we have now. Potential claim to some duchies if we're willing to spend the money. So that's not bad, but it's never enough, right? Is it? A cherry gathering. A cheery gathering, rather. Cherry gathering might be something entirely different. The guests are gathered in the great hall, lords and ladies from near and far reaches of the realm. The mood is bright, the spirits are high as the feast begins. Welcome, friends. And I think we got about enough piety. I think we'll start a claim on St. Gallen. Because nobody can help St. Gallen, I think. If we're gonna... I can't check it. But if we're gonna attack these guys, I think they're gonna be on their own. God damn it, what was that? I'm attacked by some monstrous insect. Anyway, the conversation partner. As one plate of food is replaced by the next, my sister Ricenza goes on and on about friendship. And that was how we salvaged that mess. I'm not sure around that. Ricenza of Habsburg. She's 46. Had interesting conversations. We get extra diplomacy and learning, or we get a closer friendship to our sister, who's deceitful, sadistic, and lazy. And she's married away to Burgund. I don't think we like her that much. It would be nice to have a friend, but she doesn't seem like a friend type, and we're not naive, right, are we? We are not. We're deceitful ourselves, we're just and ambitious, and having a friendship with her, deceitful, lazy, I don't know, sadistic, doesn't really appeal to me. What's that? Member of your family? Even though she's a member of her family, but we'll just have an interesting conversation with her. Please go on. Tell me more about this here story you were talking about. Oh, tastefully insulting. As plate after plate of food is brought into the great hall, an unmistakable smell reaches me, and I smile. That's my useless vassal. Mayor Hemma is sensitive to almond is something I sadly forgot to tell the cook. I bid you all welcome and pray you find the food to your liking. Okay. Bad reaction to food for 7 years. Severe penalty to her health. She's 37, so she might... You grow closer to forming a rivalry. Her face, as I save her from the food, is definitely to my liking. I think I'll go with that one. We are just, and it doesn't... She's not really a threat to us, and there's... I don't think we're not... If I was sadistic, I might do that, but we're just ambitious, and it was necessary to take over this land to fuel our ambition, but it's not necessary to make her suffer, so here. You go ahead and enjoy your life. More perks. Did I have that perk for 20 minutes and didn't act on it? I think I did. Okay, I think we'll go with the strict organization, because we'll have many more territories to be peace. And we can declare 2 wars, yeah, I'm aware of that. Oh, and Philip of France, sure. That sounds like a plan. Feast, mutual spirits. What started as an ordinary feast became an exceptional one thanks to the presence of Mayor Hemma. We spoke all evening about all manners of subjects, and as things would have it, we seemed to have a lot in common. I had such a good time with her. 15 opinion. Okay. And grow close to forming a friendship. Well, ain't that grand. As my guests depart, I have my wife Regelinde to thank, yeah, that's the German coming out, to thank for much of its success, and I feel nothing but gratitude as she sees off the last few guests. Well, that was nice. A lot of prestige. Duke Guillaume gained some... Oh, he... Whoops. Okay. Hang on. Why is there 1,000 things happening? We do have knights. We have another one on the court. He's okay. He's probably cheap. Yeah, 20. I think we'll take you. And then we can actually... Oh, no, who's fighting? You are fighting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I was about to say we could save our marshal from martial duty. But, yeah, we can't really. He's our 3rd best fighter. So, maybe there are some more knights that will heed the call and join us. But if there aren't, we will just stick with the ones we got. Okay. Well, that looks kinda almost there with the county control. So anyway, my second option for marriage was that we'll... hang on, are you still sick, by the way? I always keep... She's not, so she did recover. She's feeling fine. Let's just let a little bit of time pass, and then we'll see. Espionage. Oh, look at you. Has recently taken Walpurga von Ottokar, a noblewoman from Sundgau, as a lover. This is very useful to know. Now we got some dirt on you, my dear neighbor. Let's see. That is a nice secret. We don't really like... Yeah, I'll give it some thought, but I think we'll just expose it. We could get a strong hook on Walpurga. Oh, she's pretty. That's why. We could get a hook on her and then try and scheme against him. But we don't gain anything. He has a 20-year-old son, so if like there was a child taking his place, might be different, but he has his son is old enough and he's not the worst. He's not the greatest. I mean, he's not as good as his father, especially in warfare. But we don't really need to... Yeah, our murder scheme isn't... That won't work too well. So, I think we'll just expose it. It satisfies our just nature, and it would probably bring some disarray to his court. Anyway, guys, that was a rather uneventful episode. Sorry for that, but we're gonna get ready to have some war soon enough, and maybe form the duchy. Maybe attack the Duchy of Upper Lorraine if they don't form another strong alliance. Until that time, guys, you have a wonderful day. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next one.